everybody, welcome. It's Nekazawa here, and today we're going to be doing some Vtuber Newsie news. But before we do, please ensure to smash subscribe, hit the like, ring the bell, and guys, do you know that I stream on Twitch? Head over to Twitch, and if you're at work, leave me a lurk. Okay, guys, on to our very first piece of Newsy news. This is Dokibird, and Dokibird is an independent English language VTuber, originally debuting in May 2020. She retired in May 2021, only to make a return in February 2024. She mainly streams on YouTube. And this is Marvel Rivals, and Marvel Rivals is a hero shooter game developed and published by NetEase Games in collaboration with Marvel Games. So why are we talking about Dokibird and Marvel Rivals? Well, guys, this is the Streamer Awards, and the Streamer Awards essentially you vote for your favorite streamers. And in the Streamer Awards, they released their nominations for Best Marvel Rivals Streamer as a streamer who creates the best Marvel Rivals content presented by Marvel Rivals. So Doki was a little bit upset by not being nominated for the award. So Doki posts on her X account on November 16th, 2025 at around 4:20 p.m. And Doki says, "No nomination for Rivals. I won't lie. I actually got really sad about not being considered. I soundproof my room just so I can stream more Rivals in my free time, but honestly made me super dejected since I feel I've talked so much about the game even outside of streaming, but I have to accept that I'm not really well known in that scene, frowny face." To which someone decides to kick Doki while she's down. This is Bronzo Gain saying, "Hey, that's not true. Everyone in Rivals knows you. You're the PDF." And you're like, what? What the heck? So this is a callback to a clip that happened when Doki was in a Marvel Rivals game. So let's just play it.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, we got Doki.
I didn't see you helping.
Oh my god, it's me.
In the back, bro. You need to lock
Is that
it.
no.
Oh, okay. Wrong person, sorry.
Why
I'm not even on age to do that.
Why is there no super go mode in my opinion?
This is a very horrible thing to say because, yeah, accusing people as being PDFs is not a good thing to say. It's very, very inappropriate. So Doki continues on her X account on November 16th, 2025 at around 4:46 p.m. And Doki says, "Sorry for being a downer. I guess I was way too hopeful / confident because of my various antics with Rivals this year and me being the rep for it on the VTuber side. So it really hit hard when the nominations got announced. I'm glad it's my rest day so I can reset myself. I'll be okay. And we have a fun week ahead. Thank you, Dragoons, for always believing in me. We might not have been nominated, but as long as I'm your favorite Rivals / first-person shooter streamer and you have fun watching, that's all that matters to me," which makes a lot of sense, right? From this tweet, there was some blowback saying, "Oh, the Dragoons have failed Doki for not getting her nominated within the Streamer Awards." So Doki has addressed this as well. This is posted on Doki's X account on November 17th, 2025, and Doki says, "People trying to blame my community, saying my community didn't show up or that it's my community's fault. Please stop, as you do not know the Dragoons or my community. They are the most passionate, talented, and dedicated group of fans I could ever ask for and have been with me through my lowest and my highest points in my career. I would always fight for my fans as they have fought for me so many times. Nothing got me more rage baited when I saw randoms leaving comments saying that it's my Dragoons' fault." And then Doki continues to say, "My sadness about the silly nomination thing was already gone, but I was getting rage baited left and right when I saw random people trying to blame my Dragoons, and it's just like, oh." So Nepper says, "It's endearing how mad it makes you, but don't feed the trolls attention. There is unlimited amounts of stupid on the internet, and sometimes think the algo puts a spotlight on it to rage bait people into more engagement." And then Doki says, "It wasn't my algorithm, but just random people, mix of followers and non-followers, leaving comments on my tweets trying to blame the Dragoons. I usually never give these people attention and tend to ignore to not feed anything or get baited, but I draw the line of trying to blame my fans since you guys supported me so much through everything." And then Doki makes like one more clarification post. This is posted on November 17th, and it was an edited post around 11:46 a.m. And Doki says, "Just wanted to be clear since there's a bit of misunderstanding, but I'm talking about the random people leaving comments and replies on my tweets trying to antagonize my Dragoons and community, and it really irked me that people were going after my fans. I have no ill will towards the organizers since I know managing such a big event is a headache in itself, and I can only imagine how much stress they're going through daily, day by day for it, so please don't send them any hate because someone you wanted in didn't get nominated. There's always going to be winners and losers. It's an award show after all. I saw a lot of Dragoons sad yesterday thinking it was their fault, and it's not. You guys already did so much for me, and it's okay. I'm just happy that you're all still here for my journey. You guys have been with me through so much, and I usually never get baited to make statements or make a response, but when people go after you guys, it really sets something off inside of me. Anyway, this will be my last tweet about the thing because I want to go back to my regular dumb antics." So anyways, guys, that's just Doki essentially giving her take on what exactly happened. Obviously, it is okay to be disappointed. It would be nice nice to be nominated for Streamer Awards, but that is okay because really at the end of the day, Doki is right. As long as you're still having fun with your community and your community is there to support you, that is really the basis of being a content creator, an entertainer, a VTuber. Like essentially, as long as you're there and your fans are there for you, at the end of the day, that's really the most important thing. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think about Doki not getting nominated? Do you think that it's, who cares, it's just Streamer Awards, or do you think that maybe like there was something deeper to it? Let me know in the comments. Okay, guys, on to the next piece of news. This is Alicia the Rat Queen, and Alicia is a Rat Queen and Twitch partner. And this is Dispatch the video game. And Dispatch is an episodic adventure game developed by Ad Hoc Studio. The game consists of 8 episodes that were released on PlayStation 5 and Windows. It says, described as a superhero workplace comedy, Dispatch has the player take the role of Robert Robertson III, formerly superhero mecha man who has to take a job of dispatcher for villains turned superheroes after his signature mecha suit is destroyed in battle. So why are we talking about Alicia and Dispatch? Well, guys, it looks like Alicia was playing Dispatch and got a YouTube strike. So this is posted on Alicia's X account on November 16th, 2025 at around 9:13 p.m. And Alicia says, YouTube gave me a strike for a fully censored scene. There is literal black bars put in by the game itself. Dispatch episode 4 with censorship mode on should not give my channel a strike at YouTube creators and at YouTube. So you can see here is a screenshot from Alicia's dashboard where it says it's been removed and it says ineligible for monetization. And then Team YouTube said, we've already submitted an appeal. It's best to wait to reply from our team. They'll share more info once they've completed their review. And Alicia says the issue is the scene is fully censored for Jacksepticeye, but for my fully censored scene, it got a strike. This doesn't need a review. The error needs to be corrected, which is fair. So then Alicia doubles down with YouTube. It says, Corey X Kenshin was right at Team YouTube and at YouTube creators. YouTube has a racism problem. He talked about how the same thing happened to him when he had a scene both Markiplier and Jacksepticeye had in their videos. My case is even more bizarre because mine is censored, unlike Jacksepticeye's. YouTube's double standard is disgusting. You haven't changed at all since he brought up this issue. You made a mistake. Use an actual human and review the video or compare it to others. Mine is safer compared. I even used the in-game censorship. And then Alicia says, to be extremely clear, there's nothing against Jack. It's completely directed towards YouTube because their double standard is the problem here. Alicia said, I tried settling this with you guys on the platform, but you automatically rejected it. Please have a human look at my video at YouTube creators at Team YouTube. All nudity is censored by in-game censorship settings. Other creators who don't even have these settings enabled and showed full nudity have not received an issue. Please treat me fairly like you do with other creators, which is absolutely fair. Here's the interesting part. Alicia says, guys, ... You deleted your reply to me. So I know you see this. Why don't you DM and talk to me? You hit my channel and then rejected my appeal via your bot. You can correct this. I'm just asking to be treated fairly at Team YouTube. Strike everyone playing the Ad Hoc Studio episode 4 with the filter on, or remove the hit you did with me. Please treat me equally, which is totally fair. This is a screenshot of the deleted post that Team YouTube had did. Heard back and confirming the video will remain down for insert termination reason and link to specific policies help center article. You can also read through the emails sent for more info on the policy. We know this wasn't the outcome you were hoping for, but really appreciate your understanding. So obviously this is a bot message. We've always suspected that this is a bot message, but now this is confirmed, right? It's so frustrating. Team YouTube says, hi, that message was a miss on our side. We dropped the ball on this and we're really sorry. Heartbreak emoji. Wanted to let you know that we are triple checking this with the policy team and we'll follow up with you once they share an update. Thanks for hanging tight. So anyways, guys, as of filming, there hasn't been any update from Team YouTube regarding Alicia's video in regards to Dispatch video game episode 4. Alicia makes a very valid point, right? She makes a valid point where all creators should be treated fairly. Just because Jacksepticeye is huge doesn't mean that he shouldn't be following the same rules that everyone else follows. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below. Have you played Dispatch episode 4? Is it really as spicy as YouTube is thinking? Is it really fair that Alicia does not get treated the same as other content creators? I will say that kind of sucks for this studio that like literally like they worked so hard in making this game and YouTube is essentially throttling them, even with censorship bars on. But however, YouTube does have a very, very strict like no spicy policy, right? So you can kind of understand why they would throw the hammer down. But if they're going to do that, they should do it fairly across the board, across all creators. That is the point that Alicia is trying to make. So anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below what you think about this. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of news. This is the Streamer Awards, and the Streamer Awards is an award show made to celebrate the performance of streaming, ran by streamers, made by streamers, and powered by the fans. Why are we talking about the Streamer Awards? Well, guys, the Streamer Awards have announced their nominees for Best VTuber. So you can see here with ChibiDoki, Ironmouse, Kenji VT, Mori Calliope, and the Burnt Peanut. So it says, make sure to vote over at thestreamawards.com. So this is all the people here, and I love how there's such a variety of people, even a peanut. It's very interesting. So if you click here on the Streamer Awards, you can actually cast your vote. Mori Calliope says, I'm a little shocked right now. Thank you so much. Then Ironmouse says, I voted for you, let's go. So then Mori Calliope posts this update on her YouTube post, and it says here, ... I was nominated for the best VTuber. I woke up early today, so before the 12-hour boat stream with Hololive, I thought I'd post this. So I was nominated for best VTuber at this year's Streamer Awards. I'll be honest, Twitch isn't really the general ecosystem for my content, so I was completely blindsided. Turns out you can also be a YouTube streamer to be nominated. In true paternal fashion, I guess I'm a little out of the loop. I know that the award shows are a bit of a spicy topic in the creator spaces, but I wanted to say the only reason I was nominated for this is because real deadbeats went out of their way to say, quote, I think Mori Calliope deserves an award for best VTuber, end quote. To not acknowledge that, to not share how happy that makes me feel, it doesn't seem right to me. So thank you for the bottom of my heart. I'll get my talking out of the way now because I'm not sure if I can really take home this award for you guys and myself. There are some insanely funny and talented folks up there with me. So anyways, guys, so if you want to cast your votes for best VTuber of the year, please make sure to do so over at the Streamer Awards website. Okay, guys, on to the next piece of news. This is Mori Calliope, and Mori Calliope is a female English-speaking virtual YouTuber associated with Hololive, debuting in 2020 as part of the Hololive English's first generation myth. So why are we talking about Mori Calliope? Well, guys, Hololive production is currently doing their rounds of auditions, and Mori has something that she'd like to say about it. This is posted on Hue Soil. It says, how to instantly fail the Hololive audition. Anyways, let's take a listen.
I didn't expect how you five were actually genuine. Yeah, I mean, I feel, though, that the people that were in charge of picking the members from Hololive for Hololive shared a lot of the same sentiment as the general community. At least that's how I feel. Back in the day, there was like, the team was basically no one, right? Just a couple people. Back in the day, now there are a gajillion people. But back then, the team was so small, and I believe that they were pretty big fans of Holo JP, so it made sense that they also kind of had an expectation for what they wanted. You know, I think you may notice something about all of us in Holo EN. It's that we all have a similar vibe of, how to say, I already said this before in the Persona stream, actually, I remember distinctly, but if you want to join us, you have to be a certain way. Does that make any sense? If you're a person that even has like an inkling of this person might be hard to get along with amongst other girls, this person might get into cat fights and stuff like that. This person might get jealous of the others really easily. If you have even a smidge of that visible in any way, and they're really good at reading people, they will figure it out immediately. And then you will not be inducted in here. Does that make any sense? They're really good at reading people. So yeah, they know how to pick them for sure. You know, no cat fights, only street fights. It's a trench war. You know, all of us have become very close for a reason, after all, right? You gotta pass the vibe check. It's a very specific vibe, I think, that they want here. Does that make any sense? Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's hard to understand what I'm saying, but there's definitely a specific vibe that they are looking for. It's a bit hard to explain, but no pettiness allowed. You gotta pass the vibe check. That's the main thing.
So anyways, guys, essentially Mori is saying even if you are a good content creator, you have to quote unquote pass the vibe check. What exactly does that mean? That is not really something that is measurable in any way. So you could look at it both ways, right? You can look at it as, wow, this is like a cool kids club, like very cliquey, right? But you could look at it as a different way of saying, you know, well, these are my coworkers. I have to get along with them. We're not in competition with each other. We're all essentially one big giant group supporting each other. So you can kind of see it as both things. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think that Mori meant when she said that? Okay, guys, and that's it. That's the end of the Vtuber Newsy news. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you see, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And guys, if you can't watch me on Twitch, that is no problem. I do have a YouTube channel called Lydia Vtuber VODs that backs up all of my gameplay, and I probably played through some of your favorites. And I'm just coming to the tail end of Final Fantasy Tactics, so please make sure to come watch. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. Take care. Mwah! Bye-bye! Okay. Go! Hey, did you know in Pokemon ZA you can catch a level 41 Alpha Pikachu right near the beginning of the game? After Mission 5, you can now free roam the map. Head to Wild Zone 6, save, enter the zone, and simply climb the ladder to find Alpha Pikachu hiding on top of the roof of the building. He may take a few tries with a Great Ball, but if he gets away, load your save spot and try again. Good luck out there, trainers! Make sure to subscribe. So that was good. Yes, to answer your question, whoever asked, yes, I can speak very, very, very fast, and it's a talent. It's a talent only because I'm like, you know, when I was small, I'm like, if I can speak faster, I can explain myself faster and get myself out of trouble. It did not work. But at least I have this talent that I can speak really, really fast. There you go. Ta-da!